everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. What a matchup we have today. Momentum has been building each and every week, and now these two undefeated teams will square off. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Terrapins will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. First down here for the offense. They're testing the right side here. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Tackled, but he has a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Afterburner's coming. Inside the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
How in the world did he miss that? Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the back. Sweet cut there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Power football with the run. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Maryland! He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The pitch. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The Terrapins have this offense rolling. To the ground with the back. Makes his man miss. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Pushes ahead. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins! Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They go to the ground. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. On target to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
to the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
325. Cut.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
After the run, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Pulls it in. It's Morton. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. On second down, looking to throw. Makes his connection. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man in the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Freedom. Black 24. Black 24.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Toss sweep right. Across the 25, he's got room. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out. But this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Trying to find his man on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Line getting set on second down. Here's the handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Terrapins! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking the shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll run it to the right. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
On the option. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They've been running it, but now the pass. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Maryland, 34, Oregon, 23.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll take it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
At the 40, there he goes. And he's running in the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that
I'm playing college right now. I was waiting for everybody to get on. So, but I'm gonna get on COD as soon as I get done with this game. I'm in the third quarter right now.
Anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10.
Alrighty.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
This old online dynasty, I got Oregon in this one.
Like that, and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He finds his man. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Looking deep. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That is one when they watch film next week that receiver is going to wish he had back. That quarterback had all day to throw the football. That was basically 7-on-7. There was no one near the QB. Receivers got to make the catch.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. They're going to test the right side with this one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. The back goes in motion. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And the Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Makes the catch. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great fact. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. They'll go to the air. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. So an 82-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Gets behind this defense. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th-quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. We're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fine play action. Going for it all. Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan State is down right now, but we simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so when he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. After that last kick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this point.
Nice job playing physical by the defense. That's a great job. He catches the ball, gets a yard, and the defense goes, no, sir. You go no more. And now, next time he catches it, where's that dude? We'll find him. Stay away from him.
Fires to the wide out. Got his man downfield.
That's kind of weird. Like, I thought you don't have pitch block out there. baby. That baby, let's
They'll
do
put
it.
it in play from the 41 on first down.
Oh.
He's going to pass.
Wow.
Throwing right. A strike downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Tells me, Tommy, he's like, yeah, we're
They run the reverse.
He tells me that Mitch told him that, oh yeah,
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good game before the stop is made.
This offense can get after a variety of ways in the running game, and one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
I said, what?
Second down coming up.
He said, fucking what? Yo, I've been talking about this for days now, bro. I'm so fucking pissed.
He's looking to
When I
throw.
see this motherfucker in public, bro,
Moving out of the
I'm
pocket.
gonna black out.
He'll pull it down. We have reached the
I'm
2-minute
open
warning,
smack
and
dog
time
shit.
is
As
of
hard
the
as I can
essence if
swing,
this offense
as
is
hard
going
as
to
I
make
can
a play.
swing my fucking arm without throwing my fucking shoulder out of place, I'm gonna smack the fuck out
So
of
the
it.
opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Terrapins! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality.
Bro, I mean, when I tell you, I mean, like what a wild one that's not even accurate. One that's just crazy fucking wide.
About to kick it off after punching it into
You gotta make it like I'm throwing a fucking shot put.
No, man, you gotta make it accurate. You gotta hit him like that slap that they be doing in the competition.
And he's coming out
And I'm
of the
gonna
end zone.
fucking wet my hand.
I know he thinks he can
No,
help
it's
them
the
out,
baby powder on it.
sometimes
The baby powder on it.
taking these.
Slap him with the baby powder.
All right. What were you saying, man?
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback will audible. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dig and dug outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first. Your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He'll put the tight end in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gonna let it fly. And he hauls it inside the 30. All kinds of running room. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he's going to run it back. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.